Alright, peoples, today is the day I finally get to sing and shout and let it all out about the manga that I've been working on. I'm doing air quotes with my fingers right now, you can't see it, but the one I've been cooking up in my head, I should say, for a really long time now. I think I'm at maybe the 15 or 16 year mark. I don't want to do the math right now, but well over a decade, and believe it or not, I still don't have a solid title that I'm extremely happy with. I've been calling it Project TDC for a while, and what that means, or what that stands for, is the Deathstained Chronicles. Before that, it was just called Deathstained, but I added the Chronicles part to it because of some bits of story that extend the main story and pre-stend the main story. So further in time and then further back in time. And the main story is in between. That main story will be Deathstained. I added the Chronicles for, the before and after. So I mentioned this a number of times in the videos that I've been making called the first wake, the second wake, or the third wake. That's what I mean by that. So that title is definitely, I'm open to change for that. So it could still be called something different. But Project TDC is what it's called. Pretty heavy title because it is a pretty heavy story. And I really don't think it's going to be for everyone. But, the dream is to have everyone look at it and read it and criticize me for it, because I definitely, I like reviews and such, even though I haven't gotten one. But, everything in its time. I think I've been saying that for a little too long now. It's been a long time of me just cooking it up in my head, like I said, but it still holds true. It does seem like it's time to actually get it going. And I didn't tell you guys this, but what I've been saying to myself is that I'll start doing these lore videos the second I get the first page of my manga done. And even though it's still not done, I've never been closer to it, having it done. So the reason why I put that goal in front of me is because I don't want to just talk to you guys about it and not have anything to show for it. So before I even posted my first video on TikTok and YouTube here, I had the story in my head still, and I definitely did want to talk about it, but didn't have any drawings for it. That was kind of the push for me to draw every single day. You guys kind of see my characters now come to life. I'm happy with them. I'm still not totally satisfied with my art, but that's a thing to myself that I can definitely still work on. But all the comments and such are definitely encouragement, and I need to do a better job at making an intro for this, because this is just supposed to be an introduction for the many lore videos to come, which I don't know if I should say many. I think around 10. If I had to put a number on it, I could think of 10 I could do just like that. And that'll give you guys a good little grasp of, what to expect of what is the story. So you can look at those videos, decide whether or not you want to get jiggy with the story. And in time, I will for sure have it out. But yeah. All right, so that might be it. If I can remember what else I'm supposed to say. I will be getting into specifically the characters, the time period. Did I already say the time period? The time period is a medieval time period for the story. So that's not our real world time period, though. So a world that I created, it has its own history, its own lore. And that's, the purpose for these videos, for me to talk to you guys about it. And then the character stuff, which I've said this a number of times too. There will be character lore videos and then character introduction videos. So you guys can again decide whether or not you want to dive deep into who they are. And I'll do my best not to spoil it, even though that's what I've always wanted to do, just, yell about this story. But okay, that'll be it for now. Talk to you guys in a little bit.